Good morning, one and all. Today, in this video lesson, we are going to discuss about staggered tuned amplifiers and frequency response of staggered tuned amplifiers and class C tuned amplifiers and operation advantages and applications of class C tuned amplifiers and also applications of tuned amplifiers. In the previous video lesson, this is continuous to tuned amplifiers video lesson. Okay, in the tuned amplifiers, we have discussed about the definition of tuned amplifier and the types of tuned amplifiers and operation of tuned amplifiers, that is single tuned and double tuned amplifiers. So in the classification of tuned amplifiers, single tuned amplifier, double tuned amplifier and staggered tuned amplifier. Okay. So by the definition of tuned amplifier, tuned amplifier is an amplifier circuit which will amplify the selective frequency. So this selective frequency signal can be selected by using a tank circuit. Hence, the tuned amplifier circuit consists of an amplifier circuit in combination with a tuned circuit. Tuned is nothing but the parallel combination of L and C circuit. So this parallel combination of L and C circuit is connected to a collector circuit which is used as a load. So across load we can measure the output signal. So this is the definition of the tuned amplifier circuit. So in that tuned amplifiers, we have discussed about the types of tuned amplifiers. In that single tuned amplifier consists of one LC network as a load. Next double tuned amplifier consists of two LC or tank networks which are mutually connected through inductors L1 L2 of different tuned circuits, two tuned circuits. Okay, the frequency response of these two. So in this video lesson, we are going to discuss about stagger tuned amplifier. This is extension to two double tuned amplifier circuit. So what is stagger tuned amplifier? Stagger tuned amplifier is an amplifier that is used to improve the total frequency response of the tuned amplifier. Okay, what it will do? It does the total frequency response to be improved. Usually, these amplifiers are designed to exhibit an overall response for maximal flatness in the region of center frequency. As we have seen in single tune and double tune amplifier, so the selective frequency is where the maximum gain is obtained, that is selected, that frequency signal is selected. So that selective frequency or the overall response for maximum flatness in the region of center frequency. So the center frequency region must be flat. So that signal is to be amplified in stagger tuned amplifier circuit. This amplifier uses tuned circuits to operate in union. Okay, one by one. This amplifier uses tuned circuit to operate in union. The total frequency response of this amplifier can be achieved by adding up the separate response as one. Okay, means first frequency response of the First tuned amplifier is coupled with the next tuned amplifier, and the two responses are the overall response of second tuned amplifier is to be uh, applied to the third uh, tuned circuit. So like this amplifier uses tuned circuits to operate in union. Therefore, the total frequency response of this amplifier can be achieved by adding up the separate response as one. When the different tuned circuits resonant frequencies are staggered, otherwise displaced, then it is known as stagger tuned amplifier. Okay, this is the definition of the stagger tuned amplifier. When different tuned circuits, here apostrophe S, circuits, different tuned circuits resonant frequencies are staggered, otherwise displaced, then it is known as stagger tuned amplifier. The circuit diagram shown in the next slide is two-stage stagger tuned amplifier. In this circuit, the stagger tuning can be achieved by producing the tuned circuits like L1C1 and L2C2 to a single different frequency. The stagger tuned amplifier circuit is shown below. Okay, here this is a stagger tuned amplifier. Here, of course, it should be two stage, but so on we can connect. This is first tuning circuit up to here. The output is measured across this tuning circuit. Okay, the first tuned circuit L1 C1 is a first tuning circuit. So the output is measured across this tuned network. This output is coupled with next one. Okay, through a capacitor. And for the next one, so the next one output can be measured across L2C2. Second tuning circuit network output can be measured across this like this and so on. So this is the multi-stage tuning circuit amplifier. So here in this circuit the stagger tuning can be achieved by producing the tuned circuits like L1C1 and L2C2 to a little different frequency. The stagger tuned amplifier circuit is shown in the next slide. Okay, this is the stagger tuned amplifier circuit. Of course, here these two resistors R1, R2. This is input capacitor. Here input is connected across these two terminals. This is VCC. Okay, this VCC R1, R2 provides the required biasing to the transistor to operate the transistor in active region. Here this resistor is RE, that is emitter resistor, which provides the stabilization to the output. This is the CE, emitter bypass capacitor. This provides the low reactance path to the RE if output is high. Okay, and this L1C1 forms a tuned network or tank circuit. This tank circuit gives the output when the when the input signal frequency is matches with this resonant frequency. At resonant frequency, the output can be measured across this tuning network. So this output signal is connected to given to the next tuning network, or it can be measured individually. So this output can be measured here, and this output can be measured here, this output can be measured here. So individual outputs will be clubbed together, that is called staggering. The double tuned amplifier offers high bandwidth like 3 dB. Okay, the bandwidth may be high, that is 3 dB. 3 dB, 3 decibels. However, the arrangement of this amplifier is not easy. Okay, the arrangement of this amplifier to achieve high bandwidth is not easy. So, to conquer this difficulty, two single stages or two single tuned cascaded amplifiers are employed, which have certain bandwidth. The resonant frequencies of bandwidths are adjusted and divided through an amount equivalent to the bandwidth of every stage. Okay, these are the conditions. Okay, the resonant frequencies of bandwidths here. The resonant frequencies of bandwidths are adjusted and divided through an amount equivalent to the bandwidth of every stage. As these frequencies are staggered and called as stagger tuned amplifiers, the characteristics of these amplifiers are shown in the next slide. The following image shows the main relationship between individual stages amplification characteristics within a stagger tuned amplifier. Let us see. These are the frequency response curves of stagger tuned amplifier. Here, response of individual tuned amplifier, overall response of stagger tuned amplifier. Here you can see this is the first single tuned amplifier response. Next, this curve is the second single tuned amplifier circuit frequency response. So for this is the resonant frequency. For the next one, this is the resonant frequency. Okay. So from here to here, what is the distance of frequency? Sorry, what is the band of frequencies in between these two? Let us say where the second response touches the first response, then that is taken as center point. So from here to here, it is taken as delta 1 by 2. From here to here, same delta 1 by 2. So total delta 1. Okay, this is total delta 1 from here to here. The band of frequency is delta 1. Okay, this is equal to from here to here it is delta 1. From here to here it is delta 1 like this. Okay, where the delta 1 appears, where the 0.707 of amplitude. Okay, if the total amplitude is taken as 1, where the 0.707 amplitude achieves, there delta 1 distance will be appears. Now, where it touches to frequency response or touches, that is taken as center frequency F naught. Okay, if this is F naught, this is FL low, it is F high FH. FH minus FL gives the bandwidth. Okay, like this. Okay, this is similar to your RC coupled amplifier frequency response. The overall response of staggered tuned amplifier is similar to RC coupled amplifier frequency response curve. So now the bandwidth is defined as 0.707 amplitude of overall amplitude is taken as bandwidth from here to here. Okay, FL, this is F naught, sorry, FL, FH, this is F naught. So FH minus FL gives the bandwidth. Here, the double tuned amplifier offers high bandwidth like 3 dB. However, the arrangement of this amplifier is not easy. Okay, because the uh, individual circuit to be connected, the individual circuit to be connected to next tuned amplifier. So the frequency response of first tuned amplifier can be measured individually, or it is connected to the next one to get overall frequency response of uh, staggered tuned amplifier. So this is not easy. So to conquer this difficulty, two single tuned cascaded amplifiers are employed. Okay, cascading is possible, of course. To achieve 3 dB bandwidth is difficult, but two stages can be cascaded easily, employed which have certain bandwidth. The resonant frequencies of bandwidths are adjusted and divided through an amount equivalent to the bandwidth of every stage. Okay, is it clear? The resonant frequencies of bandwidths are adjusted. The resonant frequency of first tuned amplifier and the second tuned amplifier are adjusted, then the total bandwidth may be equal to the overall bandwidth of staggered tuned amplifier. As these frequencies are staggered and called as staggered tuned amplifier. The characteristics of these amplifiers are shown in the next slide, just now I shown. The following images shows the main relationship between individual stages of amplification characteristics within a staggered tuned amplifier characteristics. So by doing like this staggered tuned amplifier, what are the advantages? The amplifier using staggered tuning has greater bandwidth. So bandwidth may be increased, faster pass band and a number of stages are used. The flatter will be the pass band. The circuit is called stagger because the tuned circuit's resonant frequencies are displaced individual. Okay, these many advantages are there. Greater bandwidth by doing like this, greater bandwidth is achieved. Faster pass band and number of stages are used. Okay, pass band and number of stages are pass band is more and number of stages are used. The flatter will be the pass band. So there is no spikes or there is no variation in the bandwidth. So that is flat, bandwidth is flat. Okay, this is the frequency response just now I shown. This is the flatter response. Okay, this is flatter response. And also the bandwidth, the greater the bandwidth. So from here to here, the total bandwidth is achieved. From the individual bandwidths, individual frequency response, we can achieve the more bandwidth. If one more frequency response curve is there from here to here, so total will be the bandwidth like this. So individual frequency responses are clubbed together or can be measured the overall bandwidth more. The staggered tuned amplifier's total frequency response is contrasted with the equivalent and separate single tuned amplifier stages. Okay. These stages include similar resonant circuits. In the following characteristics, the staggering decrease in the total amplification of the middle frequency to zero point 0.5 of the crest amplification of the separation stage. Okay, is it clear? The separate stages include similar resonant circuits. All the circuits are similar. The resonant circuits means tank circuits are similar. In the following characteristics, the staggering decrease in the total amplification of the middle frequency to zero point 0.5, that is half of the crest amplification of the separation stage. At middle frequency, every stage includes 0.707 crest amplification of the separation stage. Therefore, the corresponding voltage amplification for each stage of the stagger will be 0.707 times higher when the two similar stages are utilized without staggering. Okay. Okay, this is about the frequency response. The frequency by using this frequency response, the bandwidth is increased more. Okay, bandwidth is more in the staggered tuned amplifiers. Okay, coming to next one, that is class C tuned amplifier. Okay, in the class C tuned amplifier, this is similar to class C power amplifier. So what is class C power amplifier? From the class C power amplifier, the period of conduction will be less than 180 degrees. Okay, in class A 360 degrees, class B 180 degrees, class C less than 180 degrees period of conduction. So, in the theory, class C amplifier operates for less than half of the input cycle. Okay, its efficiency is about 75% because the active device is biased beyond cutoff. Of course, the efficiency may be increased, but the period of conduction is less than 180 degrees. If a sinusoid forms the input to a class C amplifier, the output consists of blips at the frequency of the input. Okay, blips means less than 180 degrees means very short span. Since this is a periodic signal, it contains a fundamental frequency component plus higher frequencies or harmonics. If the signal is passed through an inductor capacitor, that is tank circuit, tuned to be resonant at the fundamental frequency, the output is approximately a sinusoidal signal at the same frequency as the input. Okay, is it clear? The input signal may consist of a fundamental frequency component plus higher frequency components. When this signal is passed through a tank circuit, this tank circuit will be tuned to a resonant at fundamental frequency. So what is the fundamental frequency of that input signal? At that frequency, the tuned circuit will be resonant. Means that will be selected. That frequency signal will be selected. The output is approximately a sinusoidal signal at the same frequency as the input. Okay, like this. It is commonly used in RF circuits, radio frequency circuits, where resonant circuit must be placed at the output in order to keep the sine wave going during the non-conductive portion of the input cycle. Class C amplifiers are capable of providing large amounts of power. Okay, this is very important application of Class C. This is the Class C tuned amplifier circuit. Okay, nothing is there. In Class C, the selection of operating point is very important. The selection of operating point, select the operating point such that to get less than 180 degrees period of conduction. Okay, this is the Class C tuned amplifier. Okay, this is your common emitter amplifier circuit with a single tune network. Of course, this is single tune amplifier circuit similar to single tune uh, amplifier circuit. In this, one LC is present which forms a tuned circuit. Okay, this RB biasing resistor. Of course, instead of RB, you can take R1 R2 voltage divider network which is connected to VCC to provide the biasing, required biasing to the transistor circuit in order to operate in active region. Since this is the input signal is applied between base and emitter. Okay, input signal will flow through biasing network R1, R2 or RB. This may be used to provide how much signal it requires or how much DC voltage it requires to keep the transistor in active region. Active region is nothing but the base emitter junction should be in forward bias, whereas collector base junction should be in reverse bias. This is the condition. So to satisfy this condition, we have used the biasing resistor in addition to VCC, the DC biasing voltage. So with respect to this VCC and this RB, we can provide the required biasing to operate the transistor in active region. This is a tank circuit which is acts as a load to this circuit. This is a load impedance. So the equivalent impedance, through this equivalent impedance we can measure the output. Okay, across this we can measure the output. Okay, this is the class C tuned amplifier. Of course, this is a single tuned amplifier circuit also. Class C tuned amplifier is a class C power amplifier. Class C power amplifier consists of a parallel tank circuit. Okay, circuit. The collector current flows for less than half a cycle because it is a class C amplifier. The parallel resonant circuit can filter the pulses of collector current and produce a sine wave of output voltage. What does the parallel resonant circuit? Can filter the pulses of collector current and produce a sine wave of the output voltage for less than half cycle. The main application for class C is with tuned RF amplifiers. Okay, it is used in tuned RF amplifier circuits. The maximum efficiency of tuned class C amplifier is 100%, greater than 75%, of course, 100%. The previous figure, the previous slide, that figure shows a tuned RF amplifier with the AC input voltage drives the base and an amplified output voltage appears at the collector. Okay, in this slide, this AC input signal is is applied to base, and this output drives the load appear across the collector. The amplified and inverted signal is then capacitively coupled to the load resistance because of the parallel resonant circuit. The output voltage is maximum at the resonant frequency is given by, of course, Fr is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root LC. Depends on values of L and C, the resonant frequency can be designed. So at that resonant frequency, based on values of L and C, the output can be measured or selected. So this output uh, signal can be measured across a load resistor which is connected across these two, or directly we can measure, since the effective load impedance may be depends on the values of L and C. On either side of the resonant frequency Fr, the voltage gain drops off as shown in the next figure. For this reason, a tuned class C amplifier is always intended to amplify a narrow band of frequencies. Okay, this one. This is the waveform of representing the class C amplifier. Sorry, class C tuned amplifier. Okay, here this is the Q point. The selection of Q point is at here. Of course, this is below the cutoff region. Therefore, sorry, in the cutoff region. Therefore, this is the total signal actually from here to here. This is the total half cycle. This is remaining half cycle. Of course, this anyway this is eliminated, but within this half cycle, above this cutoff region only shows. Okay, this signal will be amplified. This is the collector current, that is output current. So this collector current is to be amplified by using this single tuned amplifier. Okay, like this. So here it plays an important role. The selection of operating point plays an important role for the different classes, class A, class B, class AB, class C amplifiers. Of course, since we are amplifying very less amount of signal, input signal, therefore maybe efficiency increased. Whereas in class A, it amplifies 360 degrees, whole signal it amplifies. But the efficiency is around 25%. It is very less. Okay, whereas coming to class C, it amplifies less than 180 degrees signal. That is less than half cycle. But the efficiency is greatly increased. It will be maybe 100% efficiency. Okay, here the resonant frequency Fr, the voltage gain drops off as shown in figure. This for this reason, tuned class C amplifier is always intended to amplify a narrow band of frequencies, very narrow. But the maximum efficiency of this tuned class C amplifier is 100%. It is very high. Of course, maximum efficiency achieved by using the class C tuned amplifiers. Whereas in class A and class B, in class A it is very less. It is around only 25%. Whereas in class B, maybe 75%. In class C, it is 100%. Okay. Therefore, by going on reducing the period of the signal period, proportionally the efficiency is increased. Okay. This is advantage of uh, class C amplifier. Okay. So, what is the application of class C tuned amplifier? It is used to select tuned RF amplifier, or it is used in tuned RF amplifier circuits. RF is radio frequency amplifiers. Radio frequency tuning may be done by using the class C because of less bandwidth. Okay, bandwidth is less, therefore the selection of that exact signal can be achieved by using class C. So maybe this is very high frequency signal. So in order to measure the high frequency signal, maybe class C power amplifier is used. Okay, this is the waveform. On x-axis VCE, voltage collector to emitter voltage has taken output voltage. On y-axis IC, collector current, output voltage. So this is the output characteristic curve of common emitter amplifier. So this is called load line. On load line, the operating point must be selected. If the operating point is exactly midpoint, then the 100% signal will be appear in the output side. That is 360 degrees conduction maybe takes place. That is called class A. If the operating point is near to cutoff, either near to cutoff region or near to saturation region, this is completely saturation region. This is completely cutoff region. If the operating point near to cutoff region or near to saturation region, then that is called class B operation. By using class B, only 180 degrees conduction can be achieved. If the operating point is in cutoff region or in saturation region, then this may be amplified below 180 degrees period of conduction. The amplification is below 180 degrees. The period of conduction of input signal is only below 180 degrees. Therefore, this kind of amplifiers are called class C amplifiers. Okay, if you reduce the signal conduction period of conduction, the efficiency is greatly increased, inversely proportional. Okay, okay. With this, we can conclude the types of tuned amplifier circuits. Next, class C tuned amplifier circuit. Okay, in classification of tuned amplifier circuits, the classification was based on number of tuned circuits used as a load, that is single tuned amplifier circuit, double tuned amplifier circuit, stagger tuned amplifier circuits. In the single tuned amplifier, the number of tuned circuits are connected to collector as a load is only one. So, which is a common emitter amplifier. Common emitter amplifier with single tuned amplifier. So, common emitter amplifier plus one single tuned amplifier is equal to single tuned amplifier circuit. Sorry, common emitter amplifier plus one tank circuit which is connected as load to the collector is called single tuned amplifier. Next, common emitter amplifier with two tuned networks as a load which are mutually connected through inductors of tuning circuits L1 L2. Due to mutual inductance of L1 and L2, the signal will be transferred from one tank circuit to another tank circuit. Okay, this type of tuned amplifier is called double tuned amplifier. Here the tuning circuits are two, not amplifier circuits. Whereas in stagger tuned amplifiers, the amplifiers are different. Okay, one amplifier, second amplifier, these two are connected. This first C amplifier is with one single tune amplifier, one single tank circuit, which is cascaded to the next tuning, sorry, next tuned amplifier circuit. One tuned amplifier circuit plus another one tuned amplifier circuit. The identical circuits are cascaded together. Okay, individual frequency response is measured for each circuit, for each tuned circuit, and these individual amplifier responses are compared or staggered in order to get overall response of the double uh, stagger tuned amplifier with two amplifier stages. Okay, this can be achieved in stagger tuned amplifier. Like that, we can cascade more than two individual tuning circuits, single tuned circuits. Okay, one tuned circuit plus another tuned circuit plus another tuned circuit plus and so on. So by adding all these circuits is nothing but staggered tuned amplifier circuits. So by doing staggering, what is the advantage? The bandwidth is greatly increased and flat response can be achieved. Bandwidth is increased, the flat response, the gain is flat. for a particular band of frequencies. Therefore, the staggering the number of stages is increases bandwidth. Okay, so the staggered tune amplifiers we have discussed, and the frequency response of single tune amplifier, double tune amplifier, and staggered tune amplifiers are also discussed. Okay, the frequency can be selected at resonance occurs in the tuning circuits. So this resonant frequency can be calculated by designing L and C values. Depends on L and C values, the frequency can be selected. So that frequency f is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root LC. This is the uh, frequency, the selective frequency equation. So based on L and C values, f f can be selected. So that f, that signal is selected and which amplifies since it is an amplifier circuit. That signal will be amplified and it is given. Uh, it is generated across the output terminals, which is connected to collector as a output terminal. Okay, these things we have discussed in the previous slides. Next one, applications of tuned amplifier circuits. So there are lot of applications are there for the tuned amplifiers where the signal is to be selected. That is tuning. Where the tuning is required, there the tuned amplifiers are used. Applications of tuned amplifiers. It is used in RF amplifier to select the desired signal and amplify it. Okay, amplifiers, RF amplifiers. So RF amplifiers means radio frequency. Radio frequency generally in communication, radio and video phase signals are to be tuned or selected. There, the tuned amplifiers are used. It is used in RF amplifier to select the desired signal and it will be amplified. It is used as wideband tuned amplifiers for video amplification. Okay, wideband tuned amplifiers means, as we have discussed just now, how the wideband can be achieved by staggering the tuned amplifiers. Okay, if more than one tuned amplifiers is staggering or which are cascading, then the bandwidth may be increased. So wideband tuned amplifiers for video amplification, the tuned amplifiers are used. Next, it is used as very narrow band IF amplifier in a spectrum analyzer. Okay, as we know, in the spectrum analyzer, IF amplifier may be there, intermediate frequency. Okay, so in that, the tuned amplifiers are used. It is used as very narrow band IF amplifier in a spectrum analyzer. Okay, this is the one of the most important application of tuned amplifier circuit. Next, it is used as intermediate frequency IF amplifier in a super heterodyne receivers. Okay, of course, in almost all communication applications where the tuning is required, where the tuning is very much required. For example, in TV, in television, in radio, the tuning is very important. Okay, so in that transmitter and receivers, where the intermediate frequency that is to be select, their tuning is required. So where the tuning is required, the tuned amplifier must be used in order to select only that frequency. Okay, it is used as an intermediate frequency amplifier in heterodyne receiver. Okay, it is used in harmonic generator and as frequency multiplier. Okay, the frequency multiplier, of course, the frequency is multiplied, and in the multiplier the frequency may be multiplied. So in that it is used as harmonic generator, means that frequency is repeatedly generates, that signal is repeatedly generate harmonic, so that is a harmonic of original signal. So as a frequency generator, these tuned amplifiers are used. Okay, again we will discuss the applications of tuned amplifiers are: it is used in RF amplifier to select the desired signal and amplify it. Of course, it is an amplifier. Automatically, it will amplify. It is used as RF amplifier to select the desired signal. It is used as wideband tuned amplifiers for video amplification purpose. It is used as very narrow band IF amplifier in a spectrum analyzer. It is used as intermediate frequency amplifier in a super heterodyne receiver. It is used in harmonic generator as a frequency multiplier. Okay, these are the uh, applications for the tuned amplifier circuits. Okay, let us conclude this video lesson. In this video lesson, we have discussed about stagger tuned amplifier. Stagger tuned amplifier is nothing but staggering of the same signal with different tuned amplifier circuits. For example, two-stage stagger tuned amplifier is used. In each stage, the same signal may be amplified, and these two signals responses will be added together in order to get more bandwidth. Okay, for that, where the bandwidth is to be improved, the stagger tuned amplifiers are used. Stagger tuned amplifier operation, circuit diagram, operation, principle of operation, and also we discussed about the frequency response of individual tuned amplifiers and overall stagger tuned amplifier response. Okay, advantages and applications of stagger tuned amplifiers. Next one, class C tuned amplifiers. Circuit diagram of class C tuned amplifier. Next, circuit diagram and principle of operation, and principle of operation and frequency response of class C tuned amplifier, and also advantages of class C tuned amplifier and efficiency of class C tuned amplifier, and also we discussed about applications of class C tuned amplifier. Next one, the applications of tuned amplifier circuits. Okay, thank you for listening to this video lesson. Thank you very much. If you have any queries, you can mail me at nar37@gmail.com, NAAR37@gmail.com. Thank you for so much.
Daddy, glass step tadava. Daddy.